How can a split-second decision flip a game on its head? In hockey, it's not just about skating fast. It's about how you escape the zone under fire. The way a team breaks out decides whether they're defending or celebrating. Understanding breakout patterns. In hockey, a breakout is like a launch pad. It's how a team moves the puck from their own zone to offense without giving it away. Get it wrong, and you're trapped, swarmed, maybe fishing the puck out of your own net. Get it right, and you're flying down the ice with numbers. There are three main ways NHL teams pull this off: the stretch pass, the rim play, and the D-to-D setup. Each looks simple on paper, but under pressure, nothing is easy. With forecheckers bearing down and the clock ticking, one bad choice can be costly. That's why breakouts matter so much. They aren't just about moving the puck. They're about survival, momentum, and creating offense when it matters most. The best teams, they don't just know the patterns, they know when to use them. The stretch pass breakout. The stretch pass is bold. It's the long bomb. A defenseman deep in his own zone looks up and fires a pass halfway up the ice, skipping the neutral zone traffic and hitting a forward in stride. When it works, it's a beauty. Opponents are caught flat-footed. Suddenly, it's a 2-on-1, maybe even a breakaway. Fans rise, the crowd roars, and the goalie braces for impact. Coaches love the payoff. Quick strike offense that changes a game in seconds. But here's the catch. It's risky. One bad read, one mistimed pass, and the puck is turned over. That mistake doesn't just stall momentum, it can boomerang back into your own net. NHL forecheckers live for those interceptions, and in high-pressure games, they're hunting for them. Roll back to the 2015 Stanley Cup Final, Game 3. Tampa's Victor Hedman looks up, and boom, he launches a stretch pass right onto Ryan Callahan's stick. Callahan doesn't waste a second, blasting it past Corey Crawford's shoulder for the opening goal. That one moment set the tone, and it helped the Lightning grab a 3-2 win and take the series lead. Plays like that are why Hedman's called a difference maker. But if the lane wasn't there, trouble. Because in the NHL, pressure eats mistakes for breakfast. That's why the stretch pass is both a weapon and a gamble. High risk, high reward, sometimes worth the swing, sometimes better left in the pocket. The rim play breakout. Now let's talk about rim play. It's not flashy, it's not explosive, but man, it works when chaos is closing in. Here's how it goes. Instead of forcing a pass through the middle, the defenseman sends the puck hard around the boards, rimming it to the corner or along the wall where a winger can grab it. This move buys time. It forces the opposing defense to chase, gives your forwards a chance to battle on the boards, and avoids the nightmare of a turnover in the slot. It's safer, it's controlled, and under heavy pressure. It can be the smartest call. Watch the New Jersey Devils from their defensive dominant years. They rimmed the puck out relentlessly, grinding games down and frustrating teams that wanted open ice rushes. It wasn't pretty, but it was suffocating and effective. The downside, it's slower. By the time the puck is settled, opponents have reset. You're not catching anyone off guard. And if your winger loses the board battle, the puck's coming right back at you. Still, in playoff hockey, where every mistake feels like a dagger, the rim play is a survival tactic. It's about living to fight another shift instead of gambling everything on one pass. Safe doesn't always excite the fans, but it sure keeps coaches breathing easier. The D-to-D breakout. Finally, the D-to-D. This one's about patience and structure. The defenseman with the puck looks across the ice and sends it to his partner. That simple swing opens the ice, forces the forecheckers to move, and creates new passing lanes. From there, the second defenseman can move it forward, carry it out, or rim it himself. D-to-D is like a reset button. Teams use it when the first option isn't open and they don't want to force a risky play. It keeps possession in your hands and lets you dictate the tempo. Think of the Tampa Bay Lightning's back-to-back cup runs. Victor Hedman and Ryan McDonough used D-to-D sequences to neutralize aggressive forechecks. Instead of panicking, they moved the puck calmly between each other until the ice opened up. But here's the risk. It's slower, and if the forecheck is fast and aggressive, you might run out of time, misread it, and suddenly the puck is trapped behind your net with nowhere to go. Still, when done right, the D-to-D is a thing of beauty. It's about trust between defense partners, patience under fire, and setting the stage for a clean, organized breakout. So which one's the best? That depends on the moment, the pressure, and the players on the ice. And that's where things get really interesting, comparing the three strategies. So here's the big question. When the game's on the line, which breakout is the best? Truth is, there isn't a single winner. Each has its own strengths, its own weakness, and the NHL is full of chess matches built around those tiny choices. Let's lay it out side by side. Stretch pass, speed, surprise, instant offense, but high risk. If it connects, you're celebrating. If it fails, you're scrambling. Rim play, safe, steady, grinds time off the clock. Perfect when the forecheck is heavy, but you're rarely catching defenders sleeping with it. D to D, organized, controlled, keeps the puck in your hands, but it can slow momentum if you overuse it. NHL data backs this up. Teams attempting long stretch passes under heavy pressure turn the puck over almost 30% more than when using rim plays. But stretch passes also lead to nearly double the odd man rushes. It's pure boom or bust. The rim play, on the other hand, shows one of the highest puck retrieval rates when teams are under fire. Why? Because it buys time. Even if the first touch isn't clean, there's usually a second chance battle along the boards. And then there's D to D. The numbers show it has the highest success in maintaining possession. Teams keep the puck nearly 70% of the time, but it also leads to the fewest quick strike chances. So, which is best? It depends. Up a goal late in the third, rim it. Down a goal with 2 minutes left, stretch it. Trying to break down a structured forecheck? Swing it D to D. It's not about which strategy exists on the chalkboard. It's about reading the ice in real time. That's where hockey IQ meets execution. That's where games are won or lost. Roles of each player in the breakout. All right, let's put it this way. The puck's stuck deep in your zone and your defenseman grabs it. First thing he's doing, buying just a heartbeat of calm. Maybe it's a shoulder fake, maybe a quick turn. Anything to make the forechecker slow down for half a second. That tiny pause, that's the opening. Now watch the center. He drops low, almost brushing the hash marks. He's the hinge of the whole play. If the boards are jammed, he's swinging through like a safety valve, yelling for the puck. The timing has to be perfect. Come too early and he's covered. Come too late and the defenseman's stuck with no option. Meanwhile, the wingers aren't just standing around. One hugs the wall, bracing for that battle, ready to kick the puck forward with his skates if his stick's tied up. The other stretches the ice, drifting higher, pulling defenders out of position. That little bit of vertical space makes life easier for everyone else. And don't forget the goalie. The sharp ones act like a third defenseman, zipping the puck behind the net to change the angle or sliding it off the glass before the forecheck even lands. One good touch from a goalie can turn a scramble into a rush. When it all clicks, it looks smooth. 5 guys moving in sync, like gears in a machine. But if even one gear slips, maybe the winger drifts too high, maybe the center's late, that's it. The whole breakout dies on the spot. Decision-making under pressure. This is where the art of coaching kicks in. NHL teams don't just drill skating or shooting, they drill decision-making under stress. Coaches hammer home one point. Don't force the wrong breakout. Players are trained to keep their heads up, read the forecheck, and adjust instantly. For example, when the puck drops in practice, coaches simulate forecheck pressure. Forwards charge hard, defensemen have just seconds to react. The drill isn't just about moving the puck, it's about choosing the right option. Support positioning matters too. Wingers are coached to stay low, giving the defenseman a quick outlet. Centers swing through the zone, yelling for the puck, making themselves available. Every player has a role in making the breakout work. Some teams even use escape routes, planned options where, if everything is shut down, there's still a safe play to reset. That might mean a quick D to D swing, or a chip off the glass, or even skating it behind the net to buy time. Pressure exposes cracks. If communication breaks down, if one winger drifts too high, the breakout collapses. That's when turnovers happen, and that's when games tilt. But when it clicks, when 5 players move like one, a clean breakout feels unstoppable. The puck flows, the speed builds, and before you know it, they're storming the other end of the rink. That's the difference between chaos and control. Modern trends in NHL breakouts. The NHL isn't standing still. Analytics and video scouting are changing everything, including breakouts. Teams now track success rates by situation. When a rim works best, how often a stretch pass leads to a shot, which forecheckers can be beaten with D to D. Coaches have the data at their fingertips, and players study it before stepping on the ice. One big trend? Hybrid breakouts. Teams aren't committing to just one style. They're blending them, starting D to D, faking a rim, then springing a stretch. It keeps opponents guessing. Now let's talk about Kalle Makar. This guy doesn't just play defense, he orchestrates the game. Check out this play where he sends a pinpoint stretch pass to Artturi Lehkonen, setting up a breakaway goal. It's a perfect example of how Makar can change the game's tempo in an instant. He reads the ice, makes that long pass, and boom, Lehkonen's in on the goalie. The game's faster now, more unpredictable. And the breakout? It's evolving into a weapon as dangerous as any slap shot. Breakouts aren't just exits, they're launch pads. Stretch pass, rim play, D to D, every option comes with risk. Every option comes with reward. The real secret, picking the right one when the forecheck is breathing down your neck. And hey, if you love how we break down the hidden chess match of hockey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Next time you watch an NHL game, watch closely. The battle doesn't start in the offensive zone. It starts in the breakout.